Hi guys, nearly Christmas, exciting times. This one is 11 content tips. I've noticed I do a singing face as well now to come looking at myself. Okay, over to Karen, our expert in content, to give us 11 content tips.
Yeah, and this is completely off the list now because there's too much for me to remember. So 11 content tips. Starting point, define your ideal client because this will inform all your content. This is who you're always speaking to. So you must always have them in mind. Create a brand voice so that your content's got a consistent sound and feel. People, you understand the voice, you know who it is when they're speaking, and you've got your own distinct brand voice. Use social media to broadcast your website content. So yes, the content sits on your website, but it gives you something to share across your socials, and you know that everyone struggles for social media content. So use your blogs, your newsletters, your articles, and share them on your socials. Have a mixture of copy, graphics, photos, and videos. It's just nice. We all get bored of reading, we're all deluged with people's content, so mix it up. I've sort of touched on this. Use blog posts and latest news to speak to your customers. So, but here, I mean, relevant things that are happening within the business that are current. Don't see your website as a standalone marketing tool. By that, we mean it's not just there to create trust and promote your brand. It is there for that purpose, but it can be used in so many other ways. So use it in that way.
And match it with your offline stuff as well.
Exactly. Split your services and products into individual pages where necessary. Now, Joe's talked about this in the prior videos. We're trying to help Google as much as possible. This is a machine reading. So if you're talking about lots and lots of things on one page, it's too much. Split it out so that your content separates and Google thinks, I know what to do with that. Find out the information your customers are looking for and provide it. It sounds obvious, but that will change all the time. So if you're always in a dialogue with them, then you think, well, this is what they're asking for. This is what I now need to provide. And that's the next one. Have this dialogue with your customers. So if you don't speak to them on the phone, having a dialogue that informs content, find a way to find out what they think. If it's not a phone call, then send out some surveys. If you've got emails, use that to communicate. But it will always feed into what you're going to put out as content. So you just need to find a channel of communication. Number 10, use case studies and FAQs to show your process and evoke trust in your brand. It just demonstrates that you have helped people through a case study and how you've helped them. Your FAQs should absolutely be those questions that your customers are asking. And if they're not, you're not in that dialogue. So you see how these all feed into each other? And the final thing, which we cannot stress enough, add content on a regular basis. Whether you've changed pages because of that dialogue with your customer, you've reacted to the market, you're answering a pain point, a case study that you think is relevant, you're going to have to keep on adding content because Google and your market are always evolving, they're always changing. So your content has to be the answer, and that isn't static. So that's it, 11 content tips.
Awesome. Absolutely amazing. Okay, we'll be here for Christmas Eve tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, for a complete rundown of our whole song, which I know everyone's desperate to hear.
That's what you've all been waiting for. The Christmas song #1. Christmas #1.
Of course,
right.
yeah.
See you tomorrow on Christmas Eve.